Welcome, my friends, to Magic the Gathering with your good friend, The Game Time. And we are going to be jumping right into a couple of matches using our gorgeous all-black deck we have created. And so far, we are 1-1, I believe, or we are 2-1. I think we've lost to 1-1 with this deck. And the past two matches, we won one. And the second one, we were like so close. Genko is our opponent. So we're jumping right into the action, my friends. Okay. Nice little... I do like the fact that we have a discard here. Okay, definitely going to keep this. If we can get one more mana, we have an excellent starting hand here. So let's get Tiny Bones Pickpocket. Get him out into play. Why not? We have two cards that can destroy two creatures, and we have two cards that will make him discard a couple cards. So it's important that we get up to 3 mana as quickly as possible in order to cast those cards. And we'll attack, why not? 1 damage. Tiny Bones for the hit. That's funny. His special ability doesn't do anything if he doesn't have anything in his graveyard. Okay. He's gonna exile a card from our hand until... you know what? Resolve. Just go ahead. Pick a card. Any card you want. Doesn't matter. Because whatever he exiles, we'll get back if we can get rid of this bad creature. That bad creature, it'll take one of the cards on our hand and exile it. All was for naught, because we are going to get rid of that bat creature and get our Shoot the Sheriff card right back. Ta-da! And Tiny Bones will attack again. Okay, so you may cast target from that player's graveyard mana of any type can be spent to cast a spell. Okay, we actually don't have the mana to cast that, unfortunately. But next turn we could. Alright, we need to start. Hopefully he doesn't play too much. Enters target opponent, exiles a card from their hand. We'll get rid of the Fanatic Harrowing. We are playing against an all-black deck also, so we're going to need to start getting him to discard his deck. Most definitely. Definitely going to need to do that. I believe it's his turn. I think he's waiting for something. He's got 1 mana. Not sure what he can play with 1 mana. Oops, sorry about that. I was downloading this game. It popped up in the foreground. Hopefully that did not mess up the recording. I wonder what he's looking at. Choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Oof. Okay. We're gonna have to start getting this guy too. You know what? Let's do the same thing to him, why not? First, we'll make him discard 2 cards. There you go. So he's been a little quicker at getting us to discard, but we are on the up and up. So he's picking, we're getting rid of half of his hand, and next turn we can make him discard even 2 more cards. So we're really forcing him to have to play his hand. Would have been nice to get this. Okay, he discard 2 cards, no attacks. Okay, he's got 3 mana and 3 cards in his hand. Same with us, we have 3 mana and 2 cards in our hand. We have 2 very good cards in our hand. Oh, he got the Vadmir New Blood. This is like playing against ourselves almost. His deck is so similar, slightly different. Okay, we're gonna make him discard 2 cards here. So at the very least, we have him discard 2 cards. And we'll play our swamp, why not? And Tiny Bones will do nothing. So we've whittled him down to just 1 card. Alas, we only have 1 card too, and he has the Vadmir New Blood. We need to... Oh, look what we just drew. We just drew the Vadmir New Blood. Oh, let's actually cast this Bat Cleric first, because it can actually be able to block that vampire and survive. So no attacks. And next turn we'll play Vadmir New Blood, unless he makes us discard a card. We could actually play our food token and Vadmir New Blood, because we have 4 mana at the moment. So, competition here. Very interesting. My goodness. I wish that thing would quit popping up. Okay, so he's attacking. You know what? No blocks. We'll take the damage. I have a feeling he's baiting us into something, and I'm not going to take it. Perfect. So let's cast Vadmir New Blood. Yes, we have 1 too. And next, and we will attack with our Cleric Bat, and we'll gain 1 life every time it attacks. And opponent loses 2 life. Nice. End turn. So, towards the end of his next turn, we might sacrifice this food here, possibly. Oh, why not? We'll sacrifice the food, sure. We'll see what he's going to do. We do have 1 card in exile. Okay, we have the Enduring Tenacity. Gorgeous. So that's what we need. We need a good creature card to block. You know, that Skullcap Snail is not a bad idea. We didn't put it in our deck, but that wouldn't be a bad idea. So let's attack with our Flying Bat and gain 1 life. Gorgeous. Whenever you gain that life, target opponent loses that much life. Nice. So, having this Enduring Tenacity and the Moonrise Cleric, it's kind of going in a combination. We have like a 3-way combination going here. The Cleric Bat attacks, gains life. The Enduring Tenacity, anytime you gain life, the opponent loses that much life. And with Vadmir New Blood, anytime the opponent loses life, he gets a +1/+1 counter. So all 3 of these cards right now are an interesting combination, and I did not realize that when building this deck. But seeing it in action, this is actually kind of gorgeous. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take that 3 damage. I'm not concerned with that. No blocks. He's opening himself up to a world of hurt next turn. I feel like he has some Sugar Rush or something. Oh, okay, so opponent conceded. There you go. How about that? That was a quick W, my friends. So that was actually a pretty good match right there. And let's go ahead and jump into another match, since that one was only 10 minutes. We're going to have a 2-for-1 on this episode today. And that's actually what we were able to do last time. So far our black deck is 2-for-2. Oh, we forgot to add these skull-capped snails into our deck. That's okay. I didn't realize that it had that little ability of making you exile a card. Albert Jastley is our opponent with the same looking avatar. So, okay, a little bit of the same deck, honestly, the same hand. Slight variation. Same cards we have. We do have Tiny Bones and Shoot the Sheriff again. But this time we have the Echo of Dust, the Murder, and the Spell Scorn Coven. So, I'm not sure if I want to play Tiny Bones right now. Why not? Just put them out there. It worked for us last time. We got a good roll. I like his sleeves. Okay, nice. We do have 2 mana, so... Okay, let's get this 2/2 creature out here. If our graveyard gets a little larger, that 2/2 does buff up a little bit. So we'll get 1 damage on the board. And next turn we can start having him discard at least 1 card. Because we'll play our... No, we won't have enough to play that. It'll take a... We do have 2 cards that can destroy any creatures he plays. So he has a white-black deck, and there he is. He played the same maneuver that our last opponent played, by exiling our card, Shoot the Sheriff. So he's got to keep that in mind, that... Oh, Tiny Bones could actually play that card. Dang it. Alright. Let's attack. But we don't have the 2 mana to play that, so we'll have to decline. We don't have the mana to play that. Hopefully, Tiny Bones can get an attack in and we can be able to steal that bat. That would be gorgeous. That would be a gorgeous maneuver if we could get Tiny Bones to attack while we still have 2 mana to steal that bat. Because he can, if he attacks and does damage to the opponent, you can play something from their graveyard. And you can use any mana type to play it. So it wouldn't have mattered if even if that was a red card, we could still spend 2 swamps to play this from his graveyard. I'm hoping he doesn't put down a creature. If he doesn't, we're going to save 2 mana no matter what in order to play that bad card. Because that'll make him exile a card. Hopefully he's having a mana issue. Oh, Prairie Dog. That's alright, we have a bat of our own. So let's go ahead and look at the target. You mean exile a non-land card from it. So let's play the bat. And let's exile a non-land card. Target creature. He's got a couple buff ups here. Okay, let's get rid of that Shoot the Sheriff. He's got that same card too. So, no attacks. We don't want to risk Tiny Bones here. So we kind of know a little bit of what he has in his hand. We know he has Sugar Rush. He's got some buff spells. He's got this little guy. Interesting little combination here. He has a white-black deck. So this is going to prove a bit more of a challenge. Each opponent discards a card. Okay, this is good. So we can make him discard one of those cards by playing this. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get that flying creature out here. So we got a couple flyers out here. So he's probably going to get rid of the Sugar Rush or the Give In to Violence. I doubt he's going to get rid of the creature, Toby Beast Friender. And we will attack with our flying bat creature. Perfect. Which has lifelink, by the way. So that's a nice ability. And he's going to need to find a counter for our flying creatures. If we draw another mana next turn, we'll go ahead and cast both of our spells and get rid of these creatures. He's attacking with the Fear of Lost Teeth. No blocks. Let that bad boy do 1 damage. I don't care about that. Oh, nice. We can make him discard both cards from his hand. You know what? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that big beast creature. I don't like him. We'll make him discard 2 cards next turn. Let's get rid of that beast creature. Gotta get rid of that guy. And we will attack with our 2 flyers. Nice, nice. So we're being aggressive. Next turn, we might make him discard if he doesn't make us discard this card. He can see that we have a Shoot the Sheriff card, so he knows at any moment we can cast that and destroy one of his creatures, which probably would be... Really, I'm not concerned about any of these guys right now. I'm not concerned about any of his creatures. They're not scaring me at the moment. Okay, that one, we might buff him up. Okay, we can actually get rid of him and make him discard 2 cards. So let's go ahead and cast that. First, let's make him discard 2 cards. Or we can choose a non-land card from it and make him discard. But that's okay. We'll just make him discard 2 cards. He'll probably pick the Give In to Violence on one of the other cards. And we might hold on to this Shoot the Sheriff temporarily. Just to see if he plays some big creature, you know. Well, okay, he kept the Give In to Violence. He got rid of a Prairie Dog and a Wisp Drinker Vampire. Which, I'm kind of surprised that he got rid of that. Let's go ahead and we're gonna hold on to that. No, let's not. Let's get rid of the Prairie Dog. Okay, so now he can't see our hand. And we'll attack with our 2 flying creatures. We'll keep Tiny Bones and Echo of Dust for our defenders. Echo of Dust is not that good now that I think about it. Okay, he's attacking with all of these. And he does have a couple of buff up spells, so no blocks, and he might cast a couple of his spells here to buff him up. I would cast this Give In to Violence, yeah. That way you can gain some life. There you go. Smart move on his point. Alright, murder target creature. Perfect. So, cast that. Get rid of that Outlaw Medic. That way he can't keep getting lifelink. He will get to draw a card though, and attack with our 2 flying creatures. So his hand, he now has 3 in his hand, so he's actually doing okay because he has more options than we do. We're kind of forced to. I would have gotten rid of Deep Cavern Bat myself. Exile target creature. If it had mana value 3 or less, surveil 2. Perfect. So this has mana value of... Oh, and we can get rid of that Fear of Lost Teeth because we're not killing it, we're actually exiling. So exile, nice. Because it's not dying, it's just being exiled. Okay, definitely don't want that. Yes, we'll take that. Perfect. And we'll attack with our 1/1 flying bat creature. This is a good match. I have a feeling he's going to make a big turnaround here. Yep, there it is. He has a Resplendent Angel. Exile target non-land card from it. So we'll get rid of this Boneyard Desecrator. And now that he is a flying creature, we can't necessarily be attacking. So the tables have turned, my friends. He has really turned it around on him. We're going to have to draw something to get rid of that Angel ASAP. It's the only way we're going to make it. That flying creature is causing Hellacious. He has 8 cards in our graveyard. We have 8 cards in our graveyard, so we've been doing some damage to each other. This is like a very good match. This is like a lot closer, I think, than you would normally consider a match to be. The fact that he's got this 3/3 Flying Angel out here is a huge boon on his part, and it only costs 3. This thing can be powerful, especially if it's on the board in late game, because some of its special abilities are amazing. And there he goes. Now he's going to get his Shoot the Sheriff back. We are in trouble, my friends. Smart move on his part. That Shoot the Sheriff actually is a very good card because it only costs 2. No blocks. And we draw a swamp. We are in so much trouble now. You see how fast that the game can turn? Oh, why not attack with everything? Hopefully he lets Tiny Bones. If he doesn't block Tiny Bones, I knew it. I knew he was going to block Tiny Bones. Because, oh, nice. At least this guy's got a little buff up here. He's going to get rid of our Deep Cavern Bat. No, he actually got rid of the Echo of Dust now that it buffed up. Okay, Resurrected Cultist. Okay, we'll have to cast this card here. And next we will attack with the bat. So we're doing good, we're doing good. We're still in the game, it ain't over yet. His Angel card here is really holding it down. If he attacks again, he'll leave himself open, so he's going to have to get a little bit more defensive now that he only has 4 life. And we have the ability to deal 5 to him if he doesn't block us. So this Angel is going to be getting negated here momentarily. Because even if he kills our cultist, we can resurrect him. Well, no. Not quite. Not quite. Perfect. We're going to cast this and put the Wicked Roll token on our bat here. So let's... or we could put it on the Cultist. So target him. So he's going to have to discard his whole hand. Because he only has 2 cards. Oh, the Burrow Naughty. And now our Cultist is a 5/2. So we might... when this aura is put in the graveyard from battle, its opponent loses 1 life. Okay. I'm thinking if we should attack. He's gonna have to block. So let's attack with the Cultist. He's probably gonna use his medic to block, and then he'll get to draw a card. If he uses his angel, that would be slightly foolish. Well, slightly foolish on his part. He lost a life, and we cannot cast that. So, we don't have enough oddball cards in our graveyard yet. We don't really have any enchantments in our graveyard, so... no blocks. We'll just take that damage. Okay, Hopeless Nightmare enters. Each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. When Hopeless Nightmare is put into the graveyard from battlefield, scry 2. Okay, so we can cast this. He's going to lose 2 life. We can sacrifice this. It goes into the graveyard, and we can scry 2. Okay, we'll keep both of those where they are at. And we could play the Cultists, but not yet. We don't have enough mana, so let's go ahead and attack with our bat, gain 1 life. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, this is it. He has 1 life left. He has to find a way to block our flying creature here. I cannot believe how close this match has been. This has been a good match. When he pulled that angel out, that was really looking concerning, my friends. But we held in there and persevered, and depending on what this card is, it's going to determine the game on what he plays here. Oh, he gained 1 life. Okay. So we're going to play the Cultist here. We're going to play New Blood here. And we're going to attack with the bat. That's it. My friends, he conceded. That's 2 in a row on the same episode too. That's gorgeous. That was absolutely gorgeous. That was well played. And this black deck is looking on the up and up. We might make a few tweaks now that I'm thinking about it, but we'll cover that on our next episode. I appreciate everybody watching, liking, subscribing, comment, all the good things we love to do. And I will see everybody on the next match. Peace.